Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Dragon Force. And I've got too many people in the castle for the army to handle, so we'll send some people who no one cares about. We'll send you, and you, and I've said I'll go ahead and send, yes, send them. Rygar can be in charge. Army, I didn't really mean to do that. You're gonna go over here. That'll work for you. No. Alright, so now we've got some people here. Actually, no, I don't want beasts, I want more soldiers. Because, actually, no, I think beasts are strong against... I don't remember the dichotomy now. I know cavalry is going to suck against them, but... Let's see, we'll send... Yeah, actually, no, I don't think I want that many beasts. We'll take some soldiers. I don't think that many beast men are actually going to be beneficial to me. That's stacking your deck in probably not the best way. Alright, so we are going to send Rygar, Ogrid, Hilga. Let's see, Riker, and we'll send Bagib. Uni can be in charge. Son of a bitch, I'm just not able to pay attention right now. Alright, let's send that group again. We got Rygar, Bagib, Ogrid, Hilga, and Riker. We're going to send them up here. And then we're going to send them over here. And let's do some more recruiting to make sure we've... Oh my god, this is going to take forever. The downside is I don't have anyone I can actually use, because I don't need to send them there. They don't need to come this way. Because I've got more than enough people in that castle now to where it's not going to be an issue. Alright. You are going to go over here now, and we're going to start taking on Topaz. I've said before, you never want to have a war on two fronts, but I'm going to have a war on two fronts. I have one front now, which is basically Topaz. It has access to Frendaria, and then we have Mikhail as well. Except Mikhail actually can't. He will not give up any castle. Like, he will not abandon a castle. So, Mikhail's just stuck there. Because he's got one general in each castle. And the problem is, it means I'm going to have to chase him. Alright, so we've got monks. Gators level 20. Let's see. We know monks are strong against cavalry. Not really. We'll for science, we'll see how beastmen are against monks. I don't remember, because I don't have the manual in front of me. Which I really should. I really should, simply because of just how much back and forth calculation there is. Alright, and I did change the codec a little bit. You shouldn't notice any change in quality, but it should help cut down on the number of frames dropped. There are going to be frames dropped no matter what I do. I've tried several things, mostly because having a game that's resolution was not, you know, this good. Stretch out to this type of resolution. I'm not actually recording in 720, I'm just encoding in 720, but I'm recording in a widescreen format, which this game was never really meant to handle that. And that's where this problem is actually coming from, because it's stretching the sprites out, which is causing a little bit of a problem when we get to high movement scenes, like when the camera is panning to a enemy general through their army. You've got so many repeating sprites that it's hard to keep tabs on. When there's movement going on, it's actually a lot easier to follow. But when there's so much of the same type of animation, like when Sonic Blast was cutting through the enemies, you basically had the Sonic Blast sprites and then the dead mage sprites taking up so much of the screen, trying to move through it. That's where a lot of the frames dropped. I lost a couple of frames here, but nowhere near as bad as I was experiencing before. Alright, so obviously Beasts not that good against monks. But I've got 60 of them. So here's hoping. So, yeah. But hopefully you guys don't notice a difference in quality. There shouldn't be a major difference in quality. Like I said, I'm going to get some drop frames. It's impossible for me to not do that. Not what I wanted. I wanted you to retreat. And that will protect my Monarch a little bit better. Not Monarch, my General. Alright, so... Oh, you've got the 2 MP Skydiver. Okay, that's fabulous. We'll just drop in and say hello. Ha-ha! I'd say they're fairly even. You would think this would be one of those troop types that, you know, you've got well-disciplined monks versus beastmen who are just savage. It would be... It's kind of hard to say who would win in that scenario to me, really. Alright, go ahead and go. He's got one more left over here. I'm pretty sure I could take him. And upsy-daisy! What goes up must come down. Alright. Yeah, one thing is, I don't see how monks would be good against cavalry. I don't quite get that logic. Because cavalry are on horseback and usually heavier outfitted. Monks, not really known for their ability to take on, you know, heavily outfitted guys on horses. I guess it boils down more to, like, Japanese, Chinese history. Maybe they have more experience with that, since, you know, that's their culture is one that monks come from. Or at least that type of monk. Alright, okay, I need to give Reinhardt something other than mages, for one. Alright. Ario... Oh, Aros, you've got so little. In fact, I'm just going to release your guys and give them to Vlad. Because Vlad's actually close to being maxed out. So Aros is the only one of that group who's not at 100%. So we'll still send him. Reinhardt can be in charge. I don't care. We're gonna go over here. That's what we're gonna do. And hey, we've got this castle. We're doing great. You're doing great. Should probably reinforce it. Should probably reinforce that one, because I can kind of see them getting kind of pissy, sending them over here and just messing with me. I've only really got, you know, a handful of people in this castle. So I really need to, you know, have a castle that has, you know, more than enough people to actually do something with. But because all of these castles are getting so low in level because, you know, they're taking a massive beating. Alright, we are going to go ahead and send this group out. Anakin can be in charge. And we're gonna go over here, and we'll take that castle with this group. That sounds like a winning plan, doesn't it? I'm kind of okay with that. And what kind of troops does... No, I don't want to deploy. I want to see what kind of troops Reinhardt has access to. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just gonna start giving everyone dragons. Mikhail, I might keep as samurai, because, you know, they are actually kind of useful, especially once we get into the end game where you're dealing with a lot of dragons. And I actually need to go get a dragon, man. I haven't done that. That would have been very beneficial to get, like, eons ago, because I've had access to it forever. My popularity's on the rise. I give Junin more cavalry, because I gotta give them to Junin. I can't do anything else with Junin. Alright, so really not a lot in terms of awards. So we can be quick about that. I actually think I'm going to give him something other than Beast. I'll give him a crest. I've got something in there. And I might do the same thing with, Rygar. Because... yeah. Now he's got archers, so I mean... I gave him an archer crest, didn't I? Yeah. We'll give him that, because... yeah. Alright. Items. You have dragons. We're just gonna go through and give everyone dragons who doesn't already have dragons. Oh, you can wear rings. Interesting. Oh, but you also have a claw that'll lower your attack power. Don't want to do that, but I find it interesting that you can wear rings. And nothing else that I have got. Alright, so Gongos has dragons. Let's keep going down the list. Reinhardt, you need dragons. You can wear rings as well, so you'll get a true ring. And a dragon crest. Yeah, I've got more than enough dragon crests to get me through this. So, we're good. Alright, Terrace already has dragons. When? Dragons. Everyone's getting dragons. Okay. Audience, let's talk to some people, see how things are going. Ardor might join me. Probably not. Nope. I actually went and checked my other save file, which I have Gunner. Fabulous. Jackal, Mistle, Razak, Shone won't. Uriel probably won't. But I went back and checked my last save file from Mikhail, which was during my first live stream charity event. And I played the game for 12 hours solid as Mikhail, and I'd taken over everyone, and I was working on dealing with Goldark. Working my way over to Goldark. I basically went counterclockwise along the south of the continent and worked my way up and then just took everyone, kind of like what I'm doing now, except I'm just going clockwise. But it's interesting because I checked it, it's like, I was 12 hours into the game, which is... oh, a Tempest. That's a staff. Staffs are actually fairly rare. That's neat. And an arrow crest. But anyway, I keep getting distracted. And I realized that Terrace was only level 11. About 12 hours into the game. Which is amazing, because I'm, you know, probably around the same point. I may be a little further in. I haven't gone back and added up the... like, I think this is part 24. Each episode about 20 minutes at a time. 3 episodes are an hour. So yeah, not quite, but found it entertaining that, like, oh, you know, this close to the end of the game, and yeah, she's still useless. She was level 11, so she did hit her third special attack, which also not particularly useful. Words. I speak English well, I promise. I don't. Ooh, a dragon statue. That is probably going on Junin. Oh, Piffle. I'm really tired of Nina. You're a waste. Cat didn't find anything. Last time Lane was the only one who found anything, so... And she found another dragon crest. Perfect. At this rate, I can start giving dragons to my, you know, useful generals as well. Vlad could use... Oh, Vlad with general. Or Vlad with dragons. I can resurrect dragons. How broken would that be? Alright, so I really don't have a lot of time in this episode. But I'll go ahead and go out to the world map, get a little bit of my movement taken care of, and end it there. Like, I don't want to end it here, because then the next episode's going to start with a lot of walking. I've got armies moving in just the most ridiculous of directions. Oh! I didn't see that, so we're going to end on a fight. Who's attacking me? It's probably the same two guys. Barrett. Holy crap! Son of a bitch. I'm so out of my league. Shit. This is not good. This is so not good. Alright, so he's got... Gig is just a beast. He's a ridiculously strong dragon man. I don't have anything that can really handle him. Then we've got 30 monks, 70 samurai, and 40 monks. They did not pull out any of the stops with this. I'm gonna have to just retreat. There's no way I can take this group on. I don't have the capacity to. Yeah. That is a terrible way to end it, but I can't. I was completely unprepared for him having Gig. Go down there. That's just... Oh, that's rough. Kumon and Gig are just devastating in their own rights, and having them together... Okay, who are you and where are you going? Okay. Okay, they're mad at me. I can kind of see that. I can understand. Skull Kids... I don't feel like dealing with you at the moment. I'll send you guys up this way. Even with the fact that you've all lost troops. Actually, no. You are in no shape to do that. Because you have no troops. Yeah, I'm gonna send them down here. And, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. This was a terrible way to end it. But we're almost at taking on Mikhail, so yeah, I'll try to end that on a positive idea. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next installment, where hopefully I don't get destroyed by Topaz deciding to rip my flank a new one. Till then, later everyone.